In other words,
next subject.
In other words, next subject.
Oh shit.
shit.
Dumb.
I'm weak as fuck.
What else you got for the people? I got a question.
Go ahead. Why?
But I always have to know just to see what's going on. But what the niggas play on the way over here? What did you pull up bumping today? I just want to hear what's playing right now.
Davies, the first Karma mixtape. The second Karma mixtape is okay, but that first Karma mixtape go hard. So I pulled up bumping that Davies today. Most definitely. Legendary. The first track, that shit slap.
Yeah, Davies hard.
That nigga
I
be
fuck
having
with
some
him.
slappers, boy. Davies be having some slappers.
I was bumping damn, boy, I always forget the name of that shit. The Love Is Everything or Everything Is Love.
Oh, the Cardi.
Oh yeah. I still haven't listened to that.
Yeah.
That Black Effect. That's I can't.
That's
get
what you was
fuck
bumping
with
last time I asked you on a different episode a couple weeks ago.
For real?
That man still bumping
Beyonce. You was I was gonna say I think you didn't bump that what's called a couple times. Why? What was in your shit? When you slapping that rotation, what was in your rotation?
I was gonna say Jerry Rock again.
That's what it say. Yeah, that's the only reason you ain't said. Cause I'm still bumping that. Was that the segue? Is that why you was asking? I didn't want to mention it, but I'm sure if y'all go back an episode or two, I'm sure that's what you was bumping.
But no, I mean, I was actually just bumping some Sounds Ugly beats like me and bro was just,
What better?
Okay, all right. I like to hear that. Most definitely.
Like, comment, subscribe. What about brother Biz back there? What you was bumping today? What you pull up listening to?
Trans Lee from Atlanta. Well, he actually from Alabama, I believe, but he was rocking with T.I. for a long time back in the day, and I just happened to come across his mixtape. But you should definitely rocking him. T.I. pushing him, I guess. Okay. That Trans Lee, he's been on some real political.
There's some newer shit.
Yeah. It just came out. He raw. He on some political, but before that, who's the dude signed up? Diddy.
King Los.
Okay.
Yeah, King Los is nice.
King Los crazy, man. That 4-1 survival kit. I think that's what it's called. 4-1 or something. I definitely recommend people bump that.
I heard a couple tracks. I've been
bumping that up until Trans League because everything else be just too much for me.
True.
It be just too much of the same stuff.
Yeah, most definitely.
I was fucking with some of that Travis Scott. Some of his album and shit,
Yeah, I still gotta listen to.
He got some slaps on there.
Yeah.
He got this one. I keep forgetting the name of it, but he got this one that actually got Drake on it. That shit is.
Yeah, when the beat switched.
Yeah.
That shit.
That nigga Drake opened the song and he.
Speaking
of Drake, y'all see that Drake brought out Meek Mill on stage.
I
did see that.
I heard. Instagram,
yeah, he brought him out to perform with him in Boston.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, Meek Mill go hard, man.
That's dope.
Man, I'm liking. I'm just loving the man. Straight up, like I'm loving a lot of the grown man energy and shit that's going on right now in the hip hop. Like,
yeah, most definitely.
I mean, I don't know what it is specifically that maybe it is a couple rappers that passed away or what have you, but like, nigga, keep that shit pushing. Even the the younger generation and shit. Like, people are starting to get more on that positive energy and them vibes. And
shit, a lot of that shit, you could arguably say a lot of that shit came from a lot of the newer young guys. A lot of them motherfuckers ain't really
I was gonna say
been into like the beef and shit like a lot of the older guys.
That's the natural evolution, like on the real. Like if you think about hip hop's like one of the younger genres. It don't seem like it because it's literally the most influential genre in the world. But like on some real shit, it's one of the youngest. If you look at rock and roll, country music, they all had beefs and shit. Like motherfuckers like what's the dude name? Walk the Line, Johnny Cash. Yeah, Johnny Cash and them back in the day, like, no, these motherfuckers had beefs within their shit. Like, look at the Beatles. These niggas was beefing with each other. Like, and literally putting out songs where Paul McCartney and John Lennon is going ham at each other. Yeah. But what you gotta realize is that hip-hop ain't been allowed to evolve like that. Especially coming from where we come from, dressing like how we like to grow up dressing and, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't been allowed that evolution. It's really just a natural evolution, but like you said, it's the kids. The kids now is like the next generation of rappers is looking up to niggas who had to sell dope. But like I just seen an interview where they was asking Jay, like, is there certain things that you'll want to teach your kids about how you grew up? And he said, yeah, in a way, but at the same time, no, because my kids don't got to do what I had to do to survive. My kids don't have to grow up the way I had to grow up. And so with that being said, like, you know what I'm saying, it's naturally making people realize, you know what I'm saying, and then on top of that, the cats who was with the beef and shit back in the day, they're getting older. So, like, you know, they're becoming wiser men as well, like, you know, and starting to talk about
that's like you said in the very beginning, like, we just haven't gotten that chance to evolve, aside from those rappers that are older, you know what I mean, the Ice Cubes or what have you, like, we don't, the other ones that really was trying to speak that positive shit, they, you know what I mean, they're not here, like, you know what I mean, they were killed in their 20s for a reason.
Right. Hey, screw me on some shit real quick, because you just talk about the, you know, OG rappers. What's this Nas shit y'all tell me about, the pill pack or something?
Okay, so it's actually kind of, I ain't gonna say old news, but it's some shit that actually happened like back in July. I just found out about it, so I looked it up because we was talking about it at the gig and shit. But basically, there was this company that had the idea to like come up with an online pharmacy, to where if you use their online pharmacy, they send you your pills, but everything's literally packaged in day, like, you know, in day supplies, dosages, whatever you need. Basically, they'll package your pills to be that way. So when they get to you, all you got to do is, you know, this
start taking
my Tuesday dose, but you can keep it in the box in the closet or whatever. But it's a new type of pharmacy basically online, and Nas had invested some bread in it.
Well, his investment company, right?
Queen's Bridge or Queen's something.
Yeah, his company. His company.
Well, this is supposedly like their second huge move, like within the last couple of years and shit.
Yeah. The other one was that ring shit.
The ring shit.
Yeah. Amazon.
But my bad.
No worries.
Oh, the ring like the doorbell shit. He's invested in that, Nas.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that makes it make even more sense because I believe Amazon is the one who bought.
Amazon is the one that bought the whole pill company.
They bought the whole company,
and so now they're supposed to be able to enter your home.
But yeah, it's a multi-billion-dollar deal, whatever the case. You know what I'm saying, that his investment company helped broker and shit. You know what I'm saying, with Amazon, so they sold this whole new way of a pharmacy and shit. But you know, it was just another power move on Nas's belt, you know, his part. Shout outs to him for that. Shout outs to, you know, Amazon and even that company for trying to make that easier, because I know we all got a mama, grandmama, auntie, or somebody who could benefit from some shit.
They sometimes, you know how it is, like the older people, like, you know, they just don't have that help sometimes. They're like, nigga, they might have to sit around a whole day just to wait for somebody to go take them to, you know, handle simple tasks, or, you know, tasks that are simple for us, but you know, that's not so simple for them anymore. If it's something like that, then they don't have to go pick up their prescription or have somebody else do it when they done doing whatever they doing, and they can just enter the home and be able to give them that prescription directly. Some people can't even get out the damn bed, you know.
True.
So.
And then sometimes you got people who are, like you kind of said about the sitting around and waiting, like there's people who sit around and wait just to have somebody put their pills out in a certain number of doses and shit. But if it comes like that, like, you know, they just say when you start getting older, like, and you start losing certain shit, like, it's very empowering to be able to do anything for yourself. So, like, to kind of give our elders back some of that power by allowing, you know what I'm saying, to where it's literally that easy for them to make sure that they're on their medication and got the right dosage. They don't got to worry about.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Whatever, that's dope. Shout outs to them for that. Shout outs to Nas. His did he have anything to do with like the actual Bevel company, or was that just more like an endorsement thing?
I think that was another thing, but the same thing is
I think they invested in investment. Yeah, it was like an early investment.
Yeah, it's another investment thing.
Man, I remember a few years back I seen.
A lot of niggas ain't putting their money in the right spot or even investing.
Man, come on.
True.
Or investing in the wrong shit when they are trying.
About that new bust down.
Oh. And also on
they
top of that,
investing in them silicones.
No value.
Silicones. I feel like I had to bring up. I don't know if y'all seen like the Jay-Z and Beyonce tour and like all the details on that tour. But
something I heard about, but nah.
They have super stupid expensive tickets, right? Like literally, me and wifey looked at tickets, bro, and then for us two to go, it was like, you know, have decent tickets. It was like $1,400-1,500, right? But so me and wifey was mad. I ain't gonna lie, we was kind of pissed off at y'all, Jay-Z and Beyonce. We was like, oh, that's some bullshit. How the fuck is y'all always preaching, you know, all this shit? You know, you gonna have these expensive ass tickets where your people can't come to, you know, whatever. Well, we found out the reason why is that they're actually not getting paid for the tour whatsoever. Every dollar that they generate is actually going to be put into opening schools and shit throughout the country. But then on top of that, they're actually giving back $100,000. I think it is $100,000 to somebody at every single tour date they have.
No shit.
So
every tour date.
You know, they're using that. Crazy. They're using that to kind of. And I even told her. I remember when we was talking about it. I was like, man, if Jay and them is on some shit like that, and they just getting paid for it, and that's just that. Like that's kind of funny. That's some kind of funny shit to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that y'all trying to build this image or whatever.
Right.
And then when I found that out, I was like, well, that's dope as fuck. That they're actually. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had the bread, I would gladly go pay $600 for them tickets now, especially now that I know that because. What a lot of people don't realize is, $600 is still a lot of money, but like they still got to pay all these venues. They got to pay all these, you know, sound people and all this other shit, DJs and
setup crew.
You know what I'm saying? But then the rest of the bread that they have, they talking about they not keeping a dime. Like they're not getting paid off of the tour whatsoever. The whole tour is gonna go towards them building schools and shit.
That's what's
public schools.
I hope it's a real thing and not just, you know, said somewhere.
Well, see, that's my whole thing. Is like I feel like if it really was, then it would be a lot more public. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't just have been one person that would have been talking about that right now. Like we would have seen that shit. But just like anything else, when you are really doing something positive like that, we know that motherfucker. So more than likely, this is probably true.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, damn sure wasn't on CNN that Chet gave all the money to the public schools in Chicago when he did it. Like,
yeah, most definitely.
That didn't make CNN.
No, that never.
The only reason why LeBron
shit is because he's LeBron.
He's a basketball player.
Two out there in the open and shit.
Most definitely.
It's hard not to see that.
And in the biggest free agency in,
like
20, 30 years.
Yes, at the same time, we didn't hear about it prior to the school opening. So
right.
He made it shine a light
on
that.
Boom. True that.
This is a school
it was done.
Nobody knew about the building the school.
And
I was gonna say definitely not way over here where we got this shit.
So hopefully, we'll have a. I don't give a fuck if it's CNN, but
more to come on that.
Keep all that shit going, man. Shout out to all the positive energy, my nigga. Seriously.
Most definitely,
man. We just all need to be
collectively
on some, all the energy that we put into bullshit and negative shit and bullshit conversation. I will sit here and talk about the new video game, or sit here and talk about the beef. Like, we really need to be together, putting energy, like, in something positive.
Shit, the future, our children, nigga. Like,
most definitely,
our kids is dying, my nigga. Like, they killing each other, and the doctors are killing them too. Like, the fuck. And it don't make it no better that, like, obviously these big, music companies and shit, they gonna promote the certain, particular shit, but it's crazy that everybody just talk about fucking, the same pills and the same drink, nigga.
My nigga, every time there's something going on in hip hop, that it's been pushed or forced up on a higher power, because everybody at the same time, like, you never heard, like, I ain't gonna say never heard, but the average motherfucker never heard of put that Philippe watch into everybody all of a sudden was saying that shit on the song, like, recently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that go with everything
around for a couple decades, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, but long ago.
Motherfuckers didn't even know what Cristal was until Jay-Z said the shit.
You know what I'm saying? Bentleys. That shit been around forever. Like,
and we are making these motherfuckers rich. We are literally making the world turn.
I was just gonna say.
That's what I said earlier.
And so it only makes money to learn stock and then started investing in stock. As if you do, nigga, if you could start learning black people movements,
nigga, if you put that shit on the song,
start paying
about
attention.
that song's not gonna get no spin.
Hey, what we need to do is for every company like that we just named, right? That's not like Nike. We need to take that out of the culture.
Come on, man.
And go find somebody black that's doing the same thing.
Yeah. Even if it's not
just stop promoting it ourselves.
Okay, yeah. Somebody of the culture. Let me rephrase. Somebody of the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For every single one of them. If Tesla ain't about it, nigga, then, you know, they actually do manufacture cars in Africa now. They do. They manufacture and build cars in Africa now. There's African car companies. So, take your money over there. You know what I'm saying? Bring some shit from over there if you can. I'm just saying, like, you know, for whatever, for whoever ain't, you know what I'm saying? If Ralph Lauren ain't about it, then shit. Go see the homie Ralph on the south side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go get a shirt from them.
Go get the U.S. Polo Association.
We'll promote so many brands and companies and give so much energy to shit that gives no fuck about us.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
McDonald's.
It's so crazy how
wearing FUBU like that.
Peep this. How many times have it been 5, 6, you know, males in the room, and instead of saying anything to uplift or build or gain knowledge or anything amongst each other, they talking about, man, did you see that game? Nigga, what you thought about that catch? Nigga, that bullshit. Oh, you a Cardinal fan? Oh, no, you a Philly fan? Oh, no, fuck that. Nigga, you don't like the Lakers? Nigga, constant rotation every year.
Yeah. This is just all that much more energy.
Nobody said nothing about how you doing, brother. I'm glad you blessed you woke up this morning. Fuck that you got on red, cuz. Fuck that you got on blue, blood.
Or Democrats and Republicans.
Once again, going back around to what I said earlier, niggas is giving all this man-made shit so much more energy than the people or the person right in front of you.
The man who makes it.
Yeah.
All these named brands, motherfuckers will rob Louis Vuitton if they see that nigga. But you would try to rock his clothes, nigga, and rob for his clothes. But if you happen to see that man, you didn't know who it was.
He just out there.
He lacking, nigga. That's a Vic right there.
The craziest part though is like these motherfuckers do not be. They don't care about the shit like we care about it.
True.
Yeah, the people.
Nobody does. Nobody does.
That's the thing. That's what we said. Motherfuckers is giving so much.
They know.
You're creating the value that, you know what I'm saying? You're putting that on that.
Exactly.
J's is more valuable when a nigga die over him.
Come on.
Facts. Like, literally. It's more valuable when a person die over them. They're fucking shoes, yo. Like,
True.
The fact that a nigga's dying right. The fact that a nigga's dying over him is crazy. That's wild as hell. You know what I'm saying? So, just with that alone being said, and I'm not saying that against Jays. Shout outs to Jays for, you know, being Jays.
You seen that ad? Mike said, fuck them kids.
You know what I'm saying?
Seen that ad. We seen that ad, Mike.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just do it.
Ain't nobody thinking about them goddamn kids.
Yeah, we know we said that shit.
We'll put the value on it, and then, yeah, it's just crazy. You kill for that value that was created. Like, we give so much shit energy, like, that doesn't deserve it.
Right.
I agree.
Instead of making it something positive, you know, it's gonna turn it to the ultimate negative. Like, you just took a life for something that somebody created. Like, I don't even know how it would feel. I don't even know how it would feel. Like, being Michael Jordan. How would you feel being Michael Jordan? You know that your company purposely only puts out so many amounts of shoes, so that makes the value. I'm gonna all drop it on this date to see how many people can rush out and get it and kill each other for the motherfucker.
Well, I mean, if we're being 100, like, Mike been up there for
I'm
a
not
long
putting that
time.
on Mike,
He ain't never said anything.
Nah,
but he's also never said anything, and it's his company. So
and the shit still works the same way.
Well, see, that's my whole thing. I never really thought in the beginning. I was like, nigga, I was naive to the shit, but I'm like, okay, nigga, he probably don't really have say like that, you know what I mean? How much, how many, this, that, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, this shit called Jordan. What the fuck you mean? Like, he left Nike to be able to do that type of shit. Like, nigga, come on. And the fact that you not speaking on, like, real, man, come on, bro. Like, he was supposed to be Colin Kaepernick long before Colin Kaepernick, my nigga.
Yeah. But like you said, Democrats ain't Republicans by his shoes. If he did that, he wouldn't be as big as he is if he was.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into that when you start talking about anybody from the older generation, G, because they didn't grow up with the same shit we all grew up with.
Muhammad Ali didn't have no problem speaking on a whole bunch of shit.
Right, but Muhammad Ali was still one in a million, just like.
But that's all I'm saying.
Today.
No, that's all I'm saying. It's like it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be. And that's why I commend LeBron for nigga to be an athlete at that. You know what I mean? At that stature, like, nigga, and you speaking on shit that needs to be spoken on, like, nigga, you gotta back him.
True that.
I agree. It shouldn't be that.
Yeah, I got a pair of LeBrons right now.
I ain't gonna know no better. That's all I'm saying.
Let me get some Nikes, too.
I got some Nikes on.
I don't want to promote what I got on because it ain't Nike. Or LeBron's. So, I'm not going to speak on
LeBron's is Nike, though.
I know, but it's custom Nike.
That's custom Nike.
So, I say that to say, keep up the good work, guys.
For sure.
Man, shout out to the young person that, you know, is going to be the next Nike and design the next LeBron's, you know. Because that person is in their room or their basement or whatever, writing right now, sketching right now, and
coming up with some dope shit.
It's just time for
hey, shout out to all of the Colin Kaepernicks out there that don't have that platform. That don't have that platform.
Right. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Gotta shout them out.
It's hard, but keep on doing it, man. Straight up.
Alright. Well, we're going.
Them wheels turn.
I don't know what that means.
That nigga just did the power line. The perfect cash. I know, bro. I know it when I see it.
Do the perfect cash.
Are we going fishing?
That's the perfect
cash.
cash.
Catch some trout. So,
fly fishing with the missus.
Reel it in.
We need that trip planned, though, straight up. We'll fishing, get on a little boat or something.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we might bring y'all along for the ride for that. You know what I'm saying? Go do a little fishing trip.
You know what I'm saying? Promote from the deeps.
YBS in nature.
You know what I'm saying? Catching all types of shit. You know what I mean? These moths. You know what I'm saying? Toads.
Fireflies in jars.
Mosquito repellent horn.
Monsoon, so it's scorpion season. Catch some scorpions. This is Arizona, by the way.
I'm about to say, what is it?
With fishing around?
I said, we can like a
fishing line?
Like, what the fuck? We catching moths? Gee, you was a beast, bro. You can catch any fish.
He said be in nature, so I was just like, shit, fuck it. Let's just do everything in nature.
If you catch a moth with a hook and a line, my nigga, you was
a
beast.
Hey, if y'all want to see that, if y'all want to see the fishing episode, like this shit, comment this shit, subscribe it. And I'm going to do you one better, nigga. Share this shit with somebody you know, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do that, too, as well.
Everybody one time want you to look at the person next to you and say, stop looking at me.
Stop looking at me. Look to your neighbor right now to the left, everybody in the congregation. And tell him, why you not watching my video?
I said, don't look at me. Stupid.
Turn to your neighbor and say, subscribe. Subscribe.
Turn to your neighbor and say, I am somebody.
I am.
Real talk.
Somebody.
Never forget to love yourself, people.
For
True
sure.
that.
Real shit. All the jokes aside, like, just want y'all to know that.
Tune in.
Don't let a drug dictate how you love yourself.
Word.
True that.
Definitely.
And with that being said, keep it real.
YBS.
I ain't even how it goes.
Credits, I don't know how it go.
June got you.
Okay.
So 1, 2.
1, 2, 3. Real. Keep it real. Keep it real.
my heat. Rubber buck again, turn it to a band. Check a bag of bands, turn it to $1 million. We tryna get it, you with it or your ass isn't. We tryna flip it, gymnastics with that cash pimpin'. Rubber